Literature is one of the oldest forms of human expression. Books and writing continues to thrive even in modern-day society. Something about picking up a pen and letting the words flow freely onto paper for others to read and enjoy. It's just a feeling like no other. Amazing books allow us to feel emotions from a character that we didn't even know were possible. We feel excitement, sorrow, anger, bravery, and anything. One by one, those amazing books are changing lives and the world. The 6 main books that I will be referencing are Divergent by Veronica Roth, In Between Heaven and Earth by Eric Walters, and The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, as well as The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown, The Giver by Lois Lowry, and The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. Reading allows us to slip into a new world and let our creativity flow. Divergent by Veronica Roth, the main character Triss experiences a great amount of action. As an individual, I am able to experience all the action almost as if I were Triss with the help of Roth's amazing writing. It allows me to produce my own scenes and my own outcome. There isn't one person that isn't able to do what I am able to do. So imagine a whole world of more creative people. Is that books make us smarter. Reading expands our vocabularies, improves our communication skills, boosts our memories, and helps us focus. In Between Heaven and Earth by Eric Walters, the main character takes his first trip to Africa. Many references to the culture and history of Tanzania are made in this book because that's where he goes. In this book, I learned so much about a country that I didn't even know existed. Many books, such as this one, educate us as we read and we don't even know what's happening. Books are filled with so much tragedy and hardship that the one reading the book can only feel bad for whoever they're reading about. The Fault in Our Stars by John Green is a perfect example of this. The 2 main characters both have cancer, they fall in love, and then of course one of them has to die. A book like this, it really pulls at your heartstrings and it makes you feel grateful for what you have. After reading this, I was grateful for having a family that I love, friends in my life, and perfect health. The world we live in is so greedy. They always look for money and materialistic things, and they always take the things that we actually need, like family and health, for granted. Like The Fault in Our Stars could be a great way for them to help humble themselves and just become grateful for things. Continuation of how tragic books affect us is through empathy. Many people in this world are immune to things like wars and deaths and depressions because we see it so often on TV, we're used to it now. Books like The Catcher in the Rye are a perfect way to bring that empathetic feeling that we're missing back. The book follows the main character Holden as he spirals further and further into a deep depression following the death of his brother. We're attached to Holden and his problem, and we can only feel bad for him and want him to get better for the better, you know? Books like these can help us become a more empathetic population, so maybe we can start realizing things and maybe we can start making a change too. Mystery books such as The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown give us a glimpse into the life of a real-life detective. The murder that happens leaves us clues to solve the murder for ourselves. We can use problem solving like this in our everyday lives for things such as knowing when a friend is sad and doing something about it, or figuring out who stole your wallet. Books like The Da Vinci Code work your mind into shape and help you be able to solve problems that happen in real life. The power that reading gives us is remarkable. Everyone has like an automatic sense in them already that makes them want to change the world, but no one has the motivation to do it, so books like these are helping them. Although it's fiction, the book embeds just a sense into us that makes us want to save the world ourselves. The more people that we have that are motivated to want to change the world, the better. Even if the change is small, or even if the change is to yourself, it's still a change and it's still making a difference. You settle down with a good book, the simplest of things that you read, they can always trigger memories. In Between Heaven and Earth, the book discusses many memories that the character has with his grandfather. As I was reading this, I instantly thought of all the good times that I have with my grandparents. Remembering good memories always makes me feel happy, even on those down days where I'm feeling sad. If more people read, then maybe they can have good memories come back to them too, and maybe if they're having a bad day, it can be turned around with a good book. On my BuzzFeed page, there are still some minor points, but I think they're important for my explanation. The first one is that reading books is a healthy way to kill time. When you aren't staring at a phone for hours, you're less likely to get something happening from radiation or strained eyes. And how are you supposed to kill time without a phone, you ask? Well, that's why you read books. The next point is that reading expands our vocabulary. Authors tend to use detailed words and phrases that we often pick up and begin to use for ourselves when we are speaking. A better vocabulary makes us sound more intelligent and more attractive. The last point is that reading reduces stress. Studies show that reading for pleasure decreases the heart rate and increases the blood flow to the brain, which therefore reduces stress levels. This is important to know, especially for times like during exam season, for example.